the sin was making me stressed. Like I was stressed. Hi everybody, my name is Shakira and welcome back to my channel. Would you please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so that you are updated every time that I post a new video. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how my life is after 1 year, well, a little over a year of being single now. So, if you would like to know more about my relationship and like my process of healing and like just everything that I went through, like regarding my dating life, please head over to my blog. I will link the description. I'll link the link in the description. And so you'll be able to get a little bit more background information about my relationship and like the breakup and my process of healing. And so it's been a little over a year now since me and my boyfriend of 5 years have broken up. And it has honestly been so hard to just like navigate my new life of not having this person beside me anymore, because we started dating when we were like 14 years old. And so like we basically like spent all of our teenage years together. And so it really like hurt to not have him in my life anymore, and it was just a really hard process to let go. But I knew that I had to, for me, like in order for me to have a peace of mind and in order for me to grow and for me to know who God made me to be and to know who I am and to be able to pursue those things that I wanted to do, I knew that I had to let go of him. And even though there's been many benefits from our breakup, it has still been hard, and it is still like just been something that I have to fight with every single day, because it's not easy to lose someone that you love. Like, there are times where I still want to call him. There are times where I still want to see him and just talk to him and be hugged by him. But I know that, like, for myself and for me to be able to progress, that I had to let him go. And so I just went through this long process of trying to heal and of trying to discover myself. And when we first broke up, I was angry and I was just so mad because like I thought that I would spend the rest of my life with him. I thought that he would be the one that I marry and have children with, and that we would be able to, get a house together and have our own lives together. And all that planning and preparation, those dreams and desires that we had, they were all just like shattered. And I was left with not having those dreams anymore and not having that plan anymore. And I had to start to look at my life from a point of view of being by myself and of being single. And like in a way that's a good thing, because I can just make my own decisions without having to consider anybody else. But I'm a type of person who wants to share my life with someone. Like I want to be able to love people, and I want to be able to be in a relationship with someone. Like that's just a big part of who I am. Like I love being able to like love someone else and receive love with someone else. And I love having an intimate bond with someone. And so it was really hard for me to be single, because like this was the way I was used to for all of my life. Like I've always been in a relationship. I've always been with somebody else, but then I had to learn how to be by myself, and I had to learn how to love myself for me, because I spent all of my time pouring out love to someone else and pouring out attention and care to someone else that I haven't really gotten that from myself. And I really didn't have a chance to get to know myself, because like I said, we started this relationship when we were really young, and so I never had that time to be alone and to learn who I am. And so I had to go through that process of learning who I am, learning what I like to do, what I want to do with my life, and the person who I want to be. And through that, like, even though it was so painful and it hurts so much, like, to the point where I felt like I was dying, like, the pain was just so great. Like, I can't even explain it anymore. You'll have to go and read my blog, like, where I'm just, like, pouring out all of my feelings to, like, fully understand what I'm saying. But it was just so hard for me. But although it was so hard, like, the benefits have been amazing. Like, the first part was hell. Like, it was terrible. But now, like, I'm so happy and I have so much joy, and I'm so glad that I made that decision to be single and to, like, not just rush into another relationship, because there have been times when I thought about it, like, just going out to be with somebody just to be with somebody, just to have that comfort of having someone to talk to, having someone to hug, and just having someone to be close with. But through this process of being single, I've learned how to, like, first just, like, self-reflect and, like, think about who I am as a person and who I want to be and what I need to do to get there. And I've learned how to plan for my own life and just how to be free in my singleness. I'm sorry, there's a garbage truck outside and they're doing the most. Okay, they're leaving. So yeah, I had to learn how to do all those things. I think that's what I was just saying. I don't really remember, but anyway, and I've learned to, like, value all those people in my life, like all of my close friends and my family. I learned how to spend more time with them instead of using all my free time to go out on dates and to spend time with my boyfriend. I've learned how to cherish my family more and how to cherish my friends more and spend more time with them, to be able to get to know them better, to strengthen my relationship with those who have been around me this whole time. And it has, like, made my focus to not be, like, so set and, like, fixed on this one person, but now I'm able to see value in every person in my life. And I'm really grateful for that, because now I feel like I have a better relationship with my parents, and I have a better relationship with my siblings and with my best friends. And I've been able to devote more of myself to them so that they can be able to get to know me better, and so then I can be open to give them that love that I was once giving to my boyfriend. And so I'm really grateful for that and the growth that I've seen in my relationships with my friends and with my family. And I've just, like, become more at peace as a person. Like, because in my past relationship, it was so much sin that I was stressed. Like, the sin was making me stressed. Like, I was stressed not knowing, like, oh, is this what God wants me to do? Am I doing the right thing? Like, are we not gonna work because we are living in sin? And it was just, like, so stressful. And, like, it was, I felt like I was suffocating at one point, like, just from all the stress that came with being in that, like, sinful relationship. Like, it was good and, like, it was beautiful to me, like, the way we could love each other, but at the end of the day, it was a very, like, sinful and, like, stressful environment. And so, like, now I've been able to experience what it is to be at peace, and how, and, like, the peace that comes from being obedient to God and, like, doing those things that He has commanded for us to do. And so now I feel more at peace with God and like with myself, and like just like me stopping like those sexual sins that were in my relationship is helped me to be able to value myself more and to see myself better, because like I've said in a previous video, or maybe it was a blog, I don't know, but how like that sexual sin made me hate myself, and it made me view myself as disgusting and like unworthy and nasty. But now I like see my worth, like, and I see myself as pure and as beautiful and as valuable. And so like that was one of the biggest benefits from walking away from this, just how I've been able to see myself. And I've also been able to develop a better relationship with God, because now I don't have like something that's blocking my relationship with Him. And I don't have something that's like making me choose between whether I want to have a relationship with God or whether I want to have a relationship with this other person. And so now I've been able to like fully commit myself to God and to fully like delight in His goodness and His peace, like through my obedience and through me making that time to nurture our relationship. And so like that was like my biggest motivation for getting out of the relationship, was my desire to be able to get closer to God. And I will tell you right now, if you're in a relationship where you feel like you have to choose between God and your partner, that is not the relationship that you're supposed to be in. Like even if it's a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship or like a friendship, if you have to turn your back on God to be with that person, then that person is not for you. Okay? So get out while you can. But yeah, like now I'm just like so happy, and I have so much joy that I can't explain, like so much peace that I've never felt before. And now like I feel like so excited to be able to one day love somebody properly, and to be able to love somebody through the love of God, and to be able to like share this full and like this whole person that I've become. And like I chose to have this time of singleness so that I can become a whole person, so that I can like work at being the person that I want to be and the person that God wants me to be, so that when I do date again, I'm able to give that person out. For one, I don't want to date, just randomly date people. Like the next person I date, I want to marry them, like go into the relationship with the intention of marriage. And so through that process of dating, I want to be able to give that person my full self, and to show them a person who is healed and who is wiser because of her past hurt and her pain. And I want to be able to be someone who is happy, and somebody who has a good image of themselves, and somebody who has a good relationship with God. Like I chose to take time off dating instead of running into another relationship, because I wanted to be able to give my best self to my husband one day, and to be able to like show him like the beautiful parts of me. I wouldn't want to jump into a relationship and him having to pay for something that he didn't do. Like I didn't want to be one who would just like lash out in anger over any little thing because of the hurt that I've endured in the past. And so that's why I chose to be single, so that I can like set myself up for a successful relationship in the future. But I've also learned that my goal in singleness is not to find a husband. Like I'm not single because I want to find another relationship or to find another husband, but I'm single because I want to better myself. Like I want to focus on myself. I want to become the best person that I can be. I want to be constantly growing, constantly improving, and I want to just like be at peace with myself, and like if anything comes in between me and having peace, then I don't need it, even if it is a relationship. And so even if I do meet somebody, and if I do get into another relationship and get married, it won't be like, I won't make that an idol, because it's not my goal and it's not what I've been working towards this whole time. And so yeah, so I just decided to like take some time out to get to know myself and to get to love myself through the love of God, and to increase my relationship with my friends and with my family and with God. And so like, if you are someone who's newly single, or who's been single for a while, and you're starting to get discouraged, like, I encourage you to hold on, and like, the waiting is worth it. Like, in this time, you have the free time to like get to know yourself, do those things that you've always wanted to do, like increase your relationship with your family members, with your friends, with God. Like, do things to improve yourself. Like, take some classes, like learn a new hobby, find something to help you to heal, and to help you to be busy, and to find new skills and do things that you love. Don't just sit there and like feel sorry for yourself and like chase after anybody that comes your way, because like the way you spend your time single, it tells a lot about you, tells a lot about who you are. And if you have any bad habits about yourself that you noticed in your previous relationship, then you can use that time to grow and to learn from those things. Like, when my ex-boyfriend and I first broke up, like, I asked him about things that he didn't like that I did, and things that he wished that I would have done better, and things that would have made me a better partner. And I listened to those things, and like, I started to recognize those things that I did, and I've been using this time to work on those things and to be better, and to like point out all of my flaws and like all the things that like I could be better at, and I just use that time to work on it. And so just because you're single, like, it doesn't mean it's the end of your life. Like, you can be happy by yourself. Like, you can be happy not in a relationship. And there's honestly a lot of peace and a lot of freedom that comes with being a single. And so I just want to encourage you to like not give up, and to not settle, and to just run into a relationship just because you want to be in a relationship, because like, it's only gonna repeat itself. Like, if you keep putting yourself in a relationship and you're not fully healed, and you haven't learned anything from your past relationship, then you're just gonna make the same mistakes, and the same thing is just gonna happen over and over again. So I encourage you to take this time to grow, to learn how to love yourself too. Sorry, my video cut out, but I was just wrapping it up. And so, like, if you have any questions, if you want to talk about your journey, or like if you're struggling and you just need some encouragement right now, then you can please go like my Facebook page as Simply Chi G. Is linked in the description box, and you can inbox me and you can ask me anything. We can talk about anything that you would like to talk about. And so yeah, if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.